Yo, actually, if I get like one of the 0 mana cost draws, I can do infinites with dropkick and bash. I think this is yeah. The dropkick, there we go. Deal 5 damage. If enemy has vulnerable, gain energy and drop a card. So this is free, it's a refund. So the idea is the last time we played is we played dropkick, but we didn't have a 0 mana draw, so it went to the discard pile, and that was, it doesn't draw itself. But what it wants is a dropkick to draw finesse, and for finesse to draw back dropkick, and that's a 2-card combo infinite. Peace pipe, we can now remove cards from the rest size. We got it. So now we want rest size to remove the cards, and I think we have our deck. Every combat takes a long time, so this is not speedrun strats. For speedrun, you just want whirlwind, rest, and just keep on hitting the whirlwind button as fast as you can. Okay, a turn 1. Akabeko, you know what, I'm undervaluing Akabeko, because infinite might not be the fastest way to clear a room. Now that I think about it. You have nothing that can interest me. Unless when you shuffle drop hogging 6 block, you have nothing that can possibly interest me. Card removal, please. But yeah, we're looking at the champ getting slowly whittled down by, like, just imagine the YouTube video of like this in real life. You have a dude in a full suit of armor. A random guy starts over with a mace, bashes that dude on the head, and just like drops kick him. He falls down, gets back up, gets drop kicked again. And this thing just kind of on a perfect loop on a GIF. That is what you're watching right now, if you imagine that in real life. Or some form of, what's that, TikTok? Yeah, this could be a talk. I'm not on TikTok, by the way. Unlike Northern Lion, I just find that he's older than me, but I'm too old for TikTok. Somehow, he's not too old for it. We're gonna finish him with dropkick, even though I had lethal with a whirlwind a while ago. You are nothing. Finish a boss on turn 1. That is achievement. We unlocked it, and we did not get feed, so let's not think about it. You know what? With 3 enemies, I actually don't get turn 1. I don't get infinite because I kill 1 enemy, and that's the end of my turn. If you think about it, so maybe it's whirlwind time. That is 46 damage, sorry, 48. Somehow not enough. But with the explosive potion, it is enough. Still turn 1 kill. Still counts. It still counts. Transient. Beautiful. Our dreams have come true, and therefore we have somehow cleared 3 achievements in one go. It's only fitting to do this on the first Ironclad session 10 run, the second time around. But yeah, content's really dry. Running out of banter. This fight, you know, strap in, is gonna be long. It's gonna be so long because 999 health is not insignificant. It's gonna take a while. What else is there? I mean, we have 6 subscribers right now, right? It's a comically low number. And I have not shared the channel on my own social media to get people to watch more. And here's the idea. I think it's like unhidden fear. I think they talk about it. Is it in Ego or Willpower? I forgot which book, but it's a general concept. Everybody gets it. It's like, I'm afraid of failure to some extent. I acknowledge that. And if I share, you know, my video or my channel on YouTube, and there's no increase in demographics, I feel like I failed. Even though I'm already failing by having no subscribers, it does feel like I'm trying. I'm just recording videos, and I have this backup convenient excuse of being like, oh, you know, look at this. I'm walking. I'm getting my health targets. So therefore it's worth it. Let me tell you, if I'm doing this on the controller, it'll take me a year to finish this episode. Having the keyboard and mouse is click, 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 click is a necessity. I think that if I was using the controller in this episode, I probably would turn the video down and just finish the run on keyboard and mouse or something. because that would be insane. Or you know what, my little Bluetooth keyboard, just do this, 2 thumbs, hit. That could be a thing. Hit the number 4, hit the enemy. We're 70%, no, we're 75, 25% there, 70% remaining. I do not know why is it so hard to come up with banter content. I mean, so I was reaching out to a bunch of people because I said in the May update video that I want to do more collaboration, you know, playing board games. And I think for a while, a lot of the resistance to doing that for my friends, like, wait a minute, I gotta spend $20 to buy this game called Tabletop Simulator? And let me tell you, if you have not played Tabletop Simulator, you don't know how good it is. I mean, it's not saying Tabletop Simulator is a great game. It's good, but it's like you had to play. It's not a game, right? You had to play the game yourself inside of a simulator game, which is literally like what you expect. It's in the name of the video game they're buying called Tabletop Simulator. But you know, like if I gotta pay money and still entertain myself, what's the point? I can't understand the line of reasoning. But you know, like the fun is about talking to people in Discord and playing like a board game. And then people's always said the counter argument is that, hey, why don't we just get together, you know, go to a cafe somewhere, bring our own board games, or just go to a board game cafe, infinite selection. So even the whole thing about being like, look at the workshop, there's more games, you can play anything. Let's just go to a board game cafe. It's like $8 for a day, right? Who cares? But now with the quarantining effect, I think everybody has independently started buying Tabletop Simulator on their own, and all of a sudden more open to the idea, because even the ones that don't buy it yet, a lot of their friends have bought it and they want to jump into action. Look at that. What does that mean? It means I'm not a critical enough friend to push them to buy a game to play with me, but somebody else in their life is, apparently. You know, how do I feel about the situation? You know, it is what it is. Like, you cannot be everybody's best friend. I don't even know I have any best friends right now, so. But I got myself. One of the other things that's going on right now is that my hand is really steady right now on the keyboard, which makes me think about this thing. My Treadmill has a tracking feature, counting the number of steps, which makes sense, right? Like, I'm physically stomping on it as I'm walking. So the sensors are there for, you know, impacts, and it's extremely accurate. Like, it's actually almost impossible to fuck that up, I think. But what's happening is that I also do step counts on my wristwatch on my left hand, which is on the keyboard right now. I've done a recording session where I walked 6,000 steps. That's recorded by the Treadmill, but my step counter for the day on Samsung Health only tracked 2,000 because my hands were too steady. It's like a chicken on a stabilizer. I've achieved self-stabilizing hands by playing video games on the Treadmill, almost like a surgeon. Can you imagine playing video games and actually getting surgeon level hand training? Dude, this is gonna be crazy for the Awakened one. Because the Awakened one is one turn infinite to get him to transform, and the second turn to kill him, right? And it has two of the other enemies, the little dudes with the Cultists. So Awakened one, turn 1 whirlwind, blow them up, get hit. Turn 2 infinite, kill him. Turn 3 infinite again to kill him. That means we need to be able to take 2 hits from the Awakened one before and after transformation to guarantee that we're able to clear him. And that means we need more than 70 health before going to combat. We have no defense in the deck besides finesse, so that would be a problem. Actually, now I think about it, because with finesse, we technically also have infinite block. We could just infinite the little dudes, get a bunch of block, infinite another cultist, get another infinite block, and then go from there. So you know what? I'm overthinking it. There's a reason why this deck is called Infinity, because you actually cannot lose unless you're fighting specific enemies. Transient, why do you have so much health? I know that's the entire gimmick of your... You know what, if I speed this up, I can do it more. I think I've been slowing down because I was talking. My bad. Getting the rhythm, really speed up the clicking. 30% faster. They should really get a mode where if you're doing this, the game should detect a loop, infinite, and just give you the win. Right? That's what the developers gotta do. Mechanically, I'm making mistakes by not clicking in the right order. Mechanically, this is anybody can execute this play, right? There's no reason to prolong the gaming experience. But the Slay the Spire devs are excellent people. They have taken a deck builder genre, transformed it into the digital media form, and it is excellent. One of the best games of all time. This game came in 2017, officially come out in 2019, I think, after the Watcher. So like beta release versus official release. Game of the year. You can say it's game of the year for both 2017 and 2019. Game of the year 2020 candidate right now, one step from Eden. I did not buy it yet. It seems extremely mind flooding and too mankis for a guy like me. But I think there's also too many things for me to play. For example, I still need to clear Curse of the Dead Gods. That is still on the docket. I still remember that game. I need to go and clear it, or otherwise it's gonna leave some sort of mental scar where I never finished the thing that I wanted to do on the psyche. So there's that. Yeah, and then maybe after finish the Slay the Spire series. Now I did tell you in the very beginning of the series I thought about I gotta win at least 60 games to beat the and then on increasing levels of difficulty to finish this video series. And you can see that we're on episode what 60 already. We're only on level 10, not even on all characters, because we lose more than half the runs. Is that true? That looks like an extremely bad situation. Transient turn 1, the transient achievement unlocked. Thank you. Was it worth my time? My step count says I did not waste my time, at least. Worth is in the eyes of the beholder. Actually, it doesn't matter, but this guy having this thing, you see that? Very annoying. It's like the plant that has the malleability, but with 175 HP. Takes longer. I desperately need to upgrade. I desperately need to upgrade. Is there a colorless potion? A colorless card that can upgrade? Because I will want that right now. Give me 2 more damage, 3 more damage per turn. It scales up this combat a lot faster. You know what? I think I'll set him to a point where after he's like 75 health, because the armor gets crazy. When he's giving me a curse because of the Amori, and just let him give me the curse to speed us up. Because every combat feels the same, and I'm running out of Banter material. Also, this video might be longer than most other videos because I think the fights are, definitely the fights are longer, and I need to use the washroom. Now also another thing is like, should I turn down the game music? Because Slay the Spire is the same, oh that was my opportunity, I missed it. Anyways, the same background OST is banger, so you really, I like the background music for Slay the Spire. I don't mind listening to it, but do you guys want me to put on some, royalty-free YouTube playlist stuff? Just different ambient noise, really, right? And I think like that's how I watch YouTube videos at least. I just put them on second monitor. I pay almost no attention unless it's what I'm interested in, and I keep the noise going on in the background to capture my attention. So if there's like really popped up content shows up in my favorite YouTuber, Northern Lion, I pay attention to it. Otherwise, I kind of just pass out to it, do my work, fall asleep, whatever it is. Just have a soothing voice on the background. and I do not consider my voice anything even close to the soothing variety. I think I'm gonna use the washroom. You know how the rest of this this video is gonna go. So if you're dropping off right now, I think you already dropped off. You know, if you like this, if you like the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot. And I'll see you next time. If you're staying with me, I'm gonna be here pressing the buttons. You know, to not to get the achievement, but to on camera win the run at Ascension 10, unlock Ascension 11, even though it technically is already unlocked for us. I actually think we don't lose anything by losing the run at this moment, because we have the next level unlocked. We got all the possible achievements I can think of that we can get with this build. Oh no. Win a game with 5 cards or less. That is still the achievement, and that necessitates us winning. And I'll do that on camera. But yeah, maybe there's a point where in 10 minutes or so, we just enter radio silence territory. But thanks for being here. And as I'm scrambling my brain, just thinking about what the hell else I can talk about. What do you think? Come on, brain, think about this more. I can talk about the side project I'm working. You remember the Goodreads companion? I've sunk in about less than 30 hours total in the last 4 months on that app. I mean, because when I get work hours, not for work, but for my own projects, I tend to do the one that actually, you know, for my startup or hustle on the side, and not the hobby project. But I only by like 4 months, 30 hours is like terrible. You know, I wish I would do more for my own hobbies. But that app, I think is like a solid 10 hours away from finishing, maybe 20 to be honest. But it's a type of app that can be finished in like a 2-player team can finish in a 24-hour hackathon. 50-hour total development if you're experienced and focused on the goal. What is that app? It's called the Daily Grind, so TDG, Goodreads Companion. It refills a feature that was removed from Goodreads, where like it tells you if the book's on sale on Amazon. Now after Amazon bought Goodreads, they just kind of eated that feature. Business-wise, I understand. As a user, corporates, profits above everything, isn't it? But anyways, you know, I get it. So that's why I'm making an app to do that. It's an app, you sign in with Google. Gonna probably put some extra hours to make it work on iOS as well. We're using Flutter, so it is multi-platform. But you know, Apple login and Google login, you gotta make that workflow separately. And then what you do is like sign in, you got an account, no passwords, because we just only do auth. It's easier for managing it. I don't want to store passwords anyways, because it's seems like a terrible idea for an app that I'm gonna be minimally, I mean maybe not minimally maintaining, but I don't want people's passwords. It's too much work, too much fear. But anyways, it's even if I'm hashing it properly, maintaining proper security, communication, blah blah blah, it's still too much stuff. But you have the account, and what you do is that you can enter Goodreads IDs or subject names, as just usernames, and then use that to follow a person's, you know, either the 3 bookshelves on Goodreads that is guaranteed to be available to read, and currently reading. Choose to follow all 3 or just one of the 3, doesn't matter, it's in your settings. And from that point on, the books in that list, if they're on sale on Amazon, it'll show you in the feed. And actually, we're thinking about tracking the average price of the last 30 days, and then show you the relative discount in the last 7 days or something like that compared to the current price. There'll be work to detect like, you know, currency, locales, but I think I'll just make that into the setting. There's a lot of quality of life improvements on this app, let me tell you. Like for example, do you go for Amazon.ca or Amazon.com or Amazon, you know, other country. But again, why am I talking about this app? I really want to finish it and film a vlog, because there's a part of my personality that is not showing up on this channel, and I do want to bring it here. What is that personality? We had lethal with Warwind just now, he had 8 health. It's fine. This video is gonna be long anyways, right? It was like, so I'm gonna say this again in the vlog channel, but you know, life isn't simple in the sense that people are not one-dimensional, right? Am I the dank meme gamer that is playing video games and walking? Absolutely, that's who I am. But also, that's not all of who I am, because that's insane if people are just like, we did 1 damage to you? Okay. Oh my god, it's perfectly visible at 7. I am free after this 1 final attack. 1 more enemy down. Smith, please. Dropkick, please. Plus, I need this. But where was I? I was talking about, yeah, my personality. You know, like dank gamer, playing treadmill gaming. That's me. Wannabe entrepreneur, doing side projects, side hustles, hoping for one day get a big break, even though not putting all into it. You know, the wishful thinking kind of type. That's me. Yours truly. And like, you know, the software developer does on the weekend does hobby project for fun, just to keep things interesting in life. And that's also me. For the elites. This guy, you know, Giant Head is like ideal enemy, ideal elite, because the more damage you do to him, the more cards you play, at least, you do more damage. He scales for me. You see the slow here? Whenever you play a card, receive 10% more damage. So his 500 health is more like a 100 health for us. My dropkick is already doing 20 damage. I'm interested in how much damage it does at the end. Probably around, it was increasing by 2 to 3 every single time. Let's take a guess. Not actually doing the math, but just feeling it out. A lot of mathematics and being good with numbers is getting a sense of the feeling. I'm gonna say it's gonna go towards 50s. You might say like, wait a minute, he's at half health, he's at 37. Why would you say 50s? Because our damage ramp up scale, dude. He's dying faster and faster. So it should be at 50, not like times 30 times 2 at 60. It's actually pretty hard gonna be at 50. Oh my god, am I just perfectly right? 49 damage. Lethal with 51 damage. I was exactly on that. Take that. Excellent sense of math right here. Bag of preparation, draw 2 more cards. Sure. Nothing could interest me. Body slam is a good finisher. We build infinite block with our combo and just body slam to finish the game faster. Pre-upgraded. I get to toke the whirlwind out of my deck. I think I take it. I think I do. We have 2 opportunities to toke in case I screw up. I'm gonna take it. I hope I do not regret my choice because I made my deck 6 cards thick now. But yeah, wanting to do a vlog because, you know, when I started this channel, I wanted to be more than just, first of all, more than just me playing. I wanted the daily grind, more friends in the group to also be part of it. Also, dropkick doing 12 damage, way better than 7. It's so much better, wow. And on the secondly is that it wasn't supposed to be just about gaming. You know, I got dudes that are into grinding daily, is why we have the name of the channel. Doing stocks analysis and stuff. I want to get them to do it. I don't want to do it myself because I'm bad, but probably that's what's stopping them as well. You know, because we're by no means certified advisors. And then we can end the combat easier with body slam once the numbers match and you just spam. So little bit of quality of life increases, and we're back to the loop of 4, the number 4 loop with upgraded dropkick. It's a lot faster. It's double the speed. From 7 to 12 is double the speed of combat. And in fact, with scaling armor and the body slam, I like this. I like that we're min-maxing our time, not just winning. Because winning is guaranteed. When winning is guaranteed, this is what you do. On the final combat, we can even like scale on one of the cultists and body slam the other. Actually, in retrospect, it's not gonna live that long. 36 damage. Okay, that's fine. One more. And this is a moment of truth. Fantastic. So what was it that we wanted to do? I think we infinite on you, get a bunch of block and body slam out of you. That is the plan. Bash? Because the boss has infinite health, right? It's really good to farm the boss, not anything else. And really, once you decide on a strategy, the rest is execution. It's like being an upper manager in a company, which I am not. You just you set a strategic vision and be like, just do this loop. It's simple, right? Like which book was it? Talk about the flywheel. When you're running a business, you want to do what's called the flywheel. It's like I think it's Jeff Bezos' biography by a biographer like Isaac Walter Isaacson. Yeah. And they talk about how Jeff Bezos saw the flywheel of the Amazon business model being like enable more consumers, more vendors. You build online supply for the shop, and then more people, more demand, more supply, better negotiation power, more demand, more supply. It's the whole Costco big retailer thing, but for online. It's a flywheel, right? One stage feeds the next, and your business grows out of control. It's kind of like that. We determine the flywheel loop like an upper management, call it a strategic vision, and we tell like, dude, you drones, just simply go and do that. And then we win as a business. And to you, it's really just pressing number 4, pressing dropkick, playing finesse, and you keep on doing this. And you just win the market. You get 30% market share on a $2 billion market valuation, total addressable market value. And you'd be like, why aren't we billionaires yet? People must be slacking. Body slam, finesse. Give me body slam again. Body slam. They're all dead. And we do the 3 loop now. Taking no damage is a perfection. We're gonna get really high scores, I think, because we perfected most of the combat in this game. In this run. Like entirely. To be honest. The 3 loop. I'm gonna finish the game on full health too. We should have played the Cultist potion for one strength. But do you care? We're hitting the end here. It's been a wild journey. This is the episode where I banter the most about things because I'm not even thinking about the game. I'm just pressing buttons. We talked about our app. We talk about corporate relationships. Even putting some references to books I've read. This is the kind of episode that I always wanted to make. All it takes is a game simple enough for me to just click buttons and win. Maybe you play Hades, Curse of the Dead Gods, those kind of roguelike games where you're good enough to just automatically parse the situation. You get like that. Play Dota, Underlords, the combos are all the same. But then what happens? The game is dry. The content is dry. You gotta pick a game where it's dry only for you, or it's automated only for you, and is interesting for the viewer somehow. But I digress. Oh, why am I doing this? It's over. So it's been Cultists about Elite Plays. Minimalist achievement unlocked. 4 achievements or 5? 5 achievements? 4 or 5? Who cares? In one turn. Let's see the score. Riding my blade. I did 1625. The highest score I think I ever put up in a non-daily run in Slay the Spire. We sleep victory. It should say Ascension mode level 11 unlocked. It doesn't say that because we have already unlocked it. But perfect 2, 100 champion. Elites without damage, bosses without damage, combo overkill, ascension to like all these good things. Anyways, highest score we have done ever. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're still with me, wow, thanks for staying around. And leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, helps me out a lot. And I'll see you next time. See ya.